Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be using up some recycled / rescued paper that I actually got out of a bin when I was at university. It wasn't actually in the bin outside, but it was the end of a project and people were throwing away bits of artwork that didn't need to be used in part of the project, and I came across watercolour paper that someone had just used like acrylic paint on, and it's just got loads of like random patterns and that, so I've decided to chop it all up and use it as part of some of my leftover skins from resin pouring and also acrylic pouring. I regularly do this, but it's gotten to the point where I just got carried away with doing loads of acrylic pours and resin pours that my bag of skins is pretty full. It's in a A4 polyester sheet I will show you in a second. It's got all the skins since the beginning of time, pretty much since I've been doing acrylic pouring and resin pouring. I've just kept them because I found other uses for them, such as this one. You've got to find a creative way around it. You will always get leftovers, but I find that the bigger stuff can be used for this project, and then the smaller bits can be used for the silicone bits. For this I've just got, like I said, my watercolour paper. It's really thick card. Someone's used ink on it and someone's also used, like I said, acrylic paint. For this, all I need is a PVA bond from Everbuild. I have used this in the past to try and use it for acrylic pouring. It didn't work because it was too thick, and when you had to put water with it to thin it down, it just didn't work. So I've still got the original bottle. If I can find the original video, I'll leave a link down in the description box, because that was not really a fail, it just didn't work. And I use that just to stick the skins onto the paper whilst that's drying, and then I go back and then stick it down properly just to make sure it all is there and not going to move. I also do have a silicone, what I like to call a silicone nib. It's basically a silicone brush. It's very flexible, and any PVA that gets stuck to it you can just peel off. It has been used a lot. I can use it pretty much for anything for painting wise. It's just very useful with the PVA because it's easy to peel off than a paintbrush. And then obviously you've got the acrylic skins, which I'm going to show you now. I've got this whole bag of leftovers. You could probably see the difference between the coloured all the way up to the more resin present tense. There's just loads of it. I don't think I've actually ever got to the bottom of the bag by using this, but so I'm going to start by doing a couple. It's pretty much hit and miss. I have done them in the past ASMR, but I just wanted to have a little chat today because why not? I haven't cut them all the same shape or size either. There are some of them that I've got only little bits on. It's just different every single time, no matter what. It just spices things up a bit as well, because it's very much to do with composition work and observation. A pretty cool technique to have and to work on, even if it's just doing little bits like this, because I can't necessarily do live drawing in the sense of person. I really do enjoy that a lot, but hopefully in the near future I'll be able to do it. I've got some money saved up to be able to afford it, but for now this will have to be one of those things that do touch upon it. You can do live drawing in sense of plants and objects and that, but I find the human form a lot more interesting than everyday objects. So we're just gonna crack on. I'll speak if I need to speak. Part of me wants to cut that bit up. You can just put those layers on. I like to stick as I go because then it changes and narrows down the objects that I can use as well. I only cut off the bits at the very end, the bits that are hanging over, like I said, at the very end. Some of them are useful for texture, and some are just useful because of the colour combination. Yeah, like that. I think this one's done, so I'm just going to chop off any bits because I don't want to waste any. And those little bits that I just chopped off will go back in the bag. don't necessarily have to go with the big bits, it's just I happen to have a lot of big bits at the moment. You do have to trim off when you're using big bits because it gets a bit messy and harder to glue down, and that's the only time I do generally cut off before the end. I wasn't quite sure about putting that corner piece on, but I'm quite sure now. Just adds a bit of dimension to it. Like I said, this will go into the first pile and then onto the second one if I like it tomorrow. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Any future videos with me doing acrylic skins or resin skins, they will mostly be ASMR because I like to just concentrate, and talking's not a bad thing, it's just that I end up making the video a lot more longer than it needs to be if I start talking. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But until then, yeah, see you later.